この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Dororo, episode 19. Last time on Dororo, we all convened on this island where the treasure is supposedly hidden, and it actually is. Itachi got dead. So did one of the two, closest followers of Tahomaru. So each of them has lost something. I guess it's no great loss to Hyaki or Dororo, although Dororo did close Itachi's eyes and give him a little prayer. They found this giant vault full of treasure and decided to leave it be for the most part. Take a little bit for, traveling funds, stuff like that. But they're going to continue traveling around until they can figure out what to use this money for. We'll see. I'm curious as to whether we'll go back to some kind of episodic adventure, at least for a couple episodes. It doesn't seem like we've got time in terms of pacing out the story, but I don't know how the story ends or anything, so I don't really know that. But I'm thinking it's going to be either that, or we turn this into a sort of a chase story where Taho and friends are constantly nipping at Hyaki and Dororo's heels until they eventually catch up and we get a climactic final battle. Or we could have them just bounce off each other a couple more times. That could be interesting as well. Hyaki's got a leg, which is cool. He's got both legs now. He's almost a real boy. It's almost like a real boy. I don't actually know what senses he's missing at this point. He can hear, he can speak. He's got his legs. He doesn't have his whole arms. And he doesn't have his sight. But that's almost useful, You gain your sight back, then you lose your super danger sense stuff. So I don't know. In any case, I feel like Taho's not going to be very happy about losing one of his childhood compatriots and longtime companions. That's probably not going to be good. We'll see if that character's brother gets really angry and swears revenge or something. I could see that. Let's find out where Dororo and Hyaki end up going, because I think that's going to be the direction of the story for right now, at least. Yeah, let's find out. I've got episode 19 up and ready. It's at 0 seconds. There will be multiple versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the description down there. Timer-based version up on YouTube is what you're watching right now. It'll have a beep-beep timer at the beginning to sync up with your own media if that's what you want to do, and discussion at the end. That beep-beep timer will go right here. Let's do it. Hmm. Oh, hi, horsey. Yes. Yes, Yaki, we know. Oh, right, we need to reforge his swords and stuff. Horse? Horse. Horse? I'm gonna write that down. I want to make absolutely sure I do not forget to mention this. Big capital letters. Horse. I don't need a timestamp. I can find it. I think that horse is broken. Oh, it might be too early for me to be watching this. I haven't had enough tea. It's okay. I'll drink it, and we'll level out by the end of the episode. Okay. I wonder what that is. He only makes tools. Got some history there. Seems like a pretty good hatchet to me. It's a weird scene. Here's the daughter, who's apparently really ugly and is super cute. So, fuck that guy. But you're pretty. Everyone in the village thinks you're ugly. Oh. What the fuck was up with that random guy? Why, though? I like her. Indeed. Oh, just gonna grab your face real quick. But why? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Hmm. God of the Forge, something like that. Blowing like a bellows. I'm sure. Oh. Many things. And yes, humans. Purify the sword. Hmm. It's like a bellows, yeah. Yeah. I really hope something horrible doesn't happen to this girl. I kind of like her. The fuck? There's a spell cast on everyone in this village, isn't there? But it doesn't affect Dororo for some reason. It doesn't appear to affect this family either. But it did affect Dororo right there. Unless it was a specific cast directly on him by that creature in the roof. Yep, they'll sprout legs and walk. You can't help a lie. This seems to me like an episodic adventure. What's this lying curse? I don't want it. Yaki. But do you have any skills? He's gonna say we'd be happy to have you. Shit. Oh no. Don't need it. Yeah. Fuck. You have been affected by the stand, talking head. Oh, the mask was protecting Dororo. Yep. You'll put that mask back on. Agreed. That's a weird goblin thing. Going in and inspecting the rooftops? Everyone in the town has to say the opposite. So this is the guy who's actually in love with her. That's the guy who told them that she's really ugly. Because what he really meant was the hatchet is great. No, he isn't. The hatchet is great, and she's really pretty, and I like her. Ah! Ah! Oh, this is a fun premise. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna guess that this ends with things being fixed and then him saying Dororo seems happy, but actually meaning it. Nothing weird about that. Don't do that. That's the blacksmith, and he's aware. Definitely not throwing it out. Oh, Dororo was able to tell the truth to him. Covering it in clay? Indeed, you have. Something about this room. Bingo. Whole time. Bring a mask for Hyaki? Hello. No, 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 no. Oh no. Glad he doesn't have swords. Might not need them. Hmm. Hmm. That's not happening. They're all able to say the truth, right? So this guy comes and confesses. Yep. Cool. Hey. Okay. That works. Indeed, they are. Nice dance moves. Double true. Triple true. All right. Indeed. Little dragonfly things. Okay. Monojaku. A Monojaku. Okay. So I was just looking a Monojaku's up in mythology, and they seem there's no mention of the specific like forcing you to say what you didn't, the opposite or anything like that, but more the ability to provoke a person's darkest desires and like cause them to do bad stuff. I like this interpretation. It serves as a funny concept for an episode. That said, this episode felt a little weird. Like tonal whiplash weird, which maybe is the point. Maybe this is intended to be a little like not super duper mega intense adventure thing because we've had some pretty intense shit going down recently. So little cute side story thing. But what felt really weird to me was that like how do I even describe it? There's like a certain direction style, and a lot of it has to do with the sound effects used and the pacing of shots. That's used in like, I don't want to insult them, but like bottom of the barrel comedy anime. Yeah, like baseline mid or below level comedy shows. They'll use sound effects and stuff to add impact to scenes and make them seem funny when they're actually not that funny. It's like the equivalent of a laugh track. And I noticed it in particular in two places. So one of them was at about 13 minutes. Where is it? Was it? Did I get that wrong? Oh, it's here, yeah. So this show has been rather grounded. Let me make sure I don't say this wrong, because I always get diegetic and non-diegetic. Yeah, okay. So non-diegetic. Usually in Dororo, as far as I've noticed, there hasn't been much use of like non-diegetic sound effects. So stuff that comes from outside of the world of the show. So a clang of sword against sword, that would be diegetic. It's in world, or like a group of traveling minstrels, you hear the music that they're playing, that would be diegetic. And then non-diegetic would be you hear soundtrack music, but there's nothing in the universe or in the world right now creating that soundtrack music. And in this case, what we're dealing with are non-diegetic sound effects combined with this like comedy track. I don't know what to call it, but it's like the lilting sort of. This is the goofy track.
Dororo, 大丈夫だ。おこわと夫婦になる。
Stuff like this. This is not stuff that we normally see in Dororo. And then that like and like the Roadrunner noise. It's kind of goofy and cartoony. I can't say that I love it for this show because I don't. There was another instance of something similar at like 550-ish. Okawa like turns there, yeah. Where is it? There, with the hair flip and the like, we're blending the frames together. Why? I don't know. There were a number of instances of things like this, and they're weird, and I don't know why they're here. I assumed that they were just trying to go for like a much lighter tone in the episode. The problem is like most of the levity in Dororo and Hyakimaru comes from their interactions and mostly from Dororo's side. And some just saying goofy stuff. Not from over the top reaction shots like shot of Dororo becoming a pig and like and then Roadrunner noising away. So I'm not a huge fan of those. I do like the episode altogether. It's pretty fun. And figuring out the way that the spell works once you realize there's something weird going on in this town was kind of a fun mystery. Although it became pretty straightforward pretty fast. But that's okay. Like, it just makes the audience feel smart to figure out the mystery, so that's fine. It even leads from this kind of comedic episode into a somewhat more serious scene where Dororo is talking to the blacksmith. And the blacksmith expresses his desire to create a sword that ends war, which is paradoxical, right? You're creating a weapon of war in order to end war. It's like going to war for peace, right? America. Sorry. So there's a bit of a paradox there, but we have Dororo questioning Hyaki's commitment to them as a traveling duo, and that's kind of neat. And I don't know if we could have gotten that in any other situation except where Hyaki is forced to say the opposite of what he means. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. And I've been holding off on talking about it, but let's go look at that horse again. I wrote it down. I actually didn't write down a timestamp because I didn't need one. That's right. Okay. Why does the horse open its mouth here? Why is its eye so big? Oh man. Like, okay. Did they model this off of a horse mask? It's such a minor thing, but it just sits there, static, with its mouth open. and then we're done. That's just goofy. That's just goofy. This isn't, just so that I'm clear, this isn't really criticism. This is just finding something in the show pretty goofy. Because it is. So yeah, I think the story here of this town that's sort of infested by this thing that makes people lie is it's kind of fun. Interesting concept. Leads to some goofy scenes. The way that those goofy scenes are executed, some of them land really well, I think. Some of them not so much. I think most of the scenes where Hyaki is like telling Okawa that he's totally gonna marry her land. It's just the ones where they tried to turn it up a notch on the sound effects and production-y stuff and make it feel a little bit more cartoony, where and maybe it's even a callback to the original series. Because, well, I initially talked about those sound effects and stuff as being like bottom of the barrel. What I should have said was they're a bit old school. That's really what it is. It's not that they're bad or anything. It's just that they're a different mindset than is usually shown nowadays, unless they're doing like a full goofy comedy, usually short. But that would have been, that kind of sound effect usage would have been classic and probably the standard, just not that long ago. Where we go for a bit more grounded and stuff in recent shows. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's a callback to the original show. Some kind of little homage or something. Or maybe it's somebody else in the episode director seat who doesn't have a super deft touch with comedy. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you think about it. Did you notice those sound effects and stuff on your first viewing? Did you like them? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what you think, because I'm just one person, so this is what I thought. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read it. In any case, it's kind of a bit of a breather of an episode, a little bit of a tension break after death and chaos and destruction and reaching a major goal. We get a little bit of time to hang out a little bit, get the swords reforged, and head off onto our next journey. So all in all, a couple little flubs, couple of things that may be flubs or not, but I think it depends on the audience member. And I think a pretty fun premise for an episodic semi-comedy adventure in Dororo. Okay. Cool. I'm going to wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Dororo, episode 19. I hope you've enjoyed it as much or more than I have. I hope you'll leave thoughts in the comments. I do want to read them. And I hope I'll catch you in the next one. We'll see where we head from here. I assume we're going to get sort of more back on track with story stuff, because we don't have that much time. I think we've got 7 episodes left. It's 26. Or is this 39? Am I stupid? I always forget. 24. We have 5 episodes left. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh, that's even tighter timeline-wise than I thought. Okay. Well, yeah, I hope to catch you in episode 20, and then we'll have 5 more weeks of Dororo, and then it's over. Kind of sad. Looking forward to seeing how it ends, though. Anyway, peace.